see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers.
Ready? 8, read. Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit. Loosen them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Switch.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
15 line.
From the gun, Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Let's go, boys.
Throwing on first down. Tate. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Operating from the gun, Tate. That's taken in by Callaway. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Switzer on the return. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand there, first, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit up with a screen soon.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. These two teams all tied after one. On second down now, it's Elliott, and an alley to run. And all the way down to the 26. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Back to throw. Daniels. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Tate. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tate. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Tate. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Tate. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tate. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
No gain on the play there. Second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going long here for Wallace. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno. Second quarter, they need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry, that takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Off play action. Tate. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw. Daniels. This to Jarwin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tate. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So we have reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, 47.
Off the play fake. Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Switzer. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Come on, line. Come on, line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
False start, offense.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check 53. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Ready, go. Ready, ready.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now the Packers get set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw. Tate, and this is caught off the deflection. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A dump underneath to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
90, roll. What we got? Pick that. Go.
From the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that in his defense.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw. Tate got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st down, Daniels. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping.
This is caught at the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Daniels. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. He's able to find Wallace. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over...
Touchdown, Packers! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head to head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And